WNST, Towson, Baltimore, and Baltimore Positive. We are taking the Maryland Crab Cake Tour out on the road throughout the month of June and into July and into August. We're celebrating 25 years here at WNST in August. We're going to be having a lot of fun around here all summer long. And everybody knows the Orioles are making this a much more fun summer. But I've got a guest here and a partner here that has an offer because maybe you have that young rambunctious youngster like myself that had idle time on their hands in the summer. Josh Gerber joins us. He is our pal from Planet Fitness and the Ohana Partners. I got to get a new name in. I went to Hawaii last month to examine what Ohana means, so I think we're family now. He is the chief marketing officer for Planet Fitness, and we have them. I wish I had you on more often, but sometimes I call and I say February, March, April. No. We got to come on in the spring and in the summer because you do something that I think every year, and it's been a couple of years going on now, that I sort of wish I had when I were of that age where I was joining the Bali Holiday Spa. It wasn't even Bali. It was like 1982 is the age I'm talking about, where there was the monkey bars at the playground and playing pickup ball, but there weren't gyms. And friends of mine in the neighborhood had some weights in the basement or whatever. Planet Fitness is stepping up yet again, and I want to give you the floor and just let you talk about it because it's probably the most exciting thing your company does, right?
Yeah, it really is. It's a great program, really to get high school and teenagers moving, for both physical and more importantly their mental health. 61% of U.S. teens are facing mental health struggles, and that has skyrocketed since the pandemic. So this is it's the third year we've done it. We did it in 2019, and then the pandemic happened. So we didn't do it in 20. We didn't do it in 21, just, because of circumstances that were out of our control with COVID. We brought it back last year, had 13.5 million teenagers sign up.
That's all.
That's all. That's all. In the first year, we only had 1 million. So it was really, really good. We saw it was really eye-opening because it was like, wow, I mean, there is a super need, for this, to get teens moving, and really to give them a place to go where they feel like, I can utilize, and get myself moving and start to feel positive about myself. Because really it's become a major problem in the United States right now with teenagers, and the desocialization that happened during COVID. And this is a place where they can go, they can feel comfortable. We have structure. We have very nice gyms, and we have 2,500 of them across the United States.
And there's one in everybody's neighborhood. I mean, like,
there's one in everyone's
I remember when you guys came online and you gave me the old, maybe 15 years ago, you gave me one of, this might be that old, I'm not sure. And I drank a lot of water out of this thing over the years, but on the set. But I would say for the growth of it and where you are, you're everywhere now, like literally Australia everywhere.
We are,
all over the world everywhere. But more than that, for anybody in our area, if you're in Catonsville, you're in Towson, you're in White Marsh, you're in Bel Air, you're in Glenborough, wherever you are, Dundalk, wherever you are, there's a PF right around the corner, and I think a Coca-Cola or something that's not good for you, but I'm thinking for young people, reaching out and being a ubiquitous brand that for the rest of their lives, for the rest of Planet Fitness, you've introduced them to this thing in these summers that can really change the trajectory of a young person's life. For not just, you mentioned confidence, but just health, just basic education at an early age of what is good for you and what is not good for you, what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. I'm not sure, and I'll be honest with you, when I joined the gym and had the monthly everything, and it felt like a LifeLock on, my parents who wanted to buy me a membership. I mean, I remember going out with my parents down to the Holiday Spa in 1983, how much money it was and like all of that and how serious. And then really, did you get the training and the health benefits that we are at in 2023 that's literally gratis, right? Like, tell everybody how they can get their young, I don't want to say child because we're talking 14 to 19 here, not children, man, yes, but
adolescents,
young adults, young
adults
that want to get shape. What do they need? Did this literally just come in and 13.5 million people did this last year?
They can do it, they can go to the website. and sign up, they can download. Really, the easiest way and the best way to do is to download the Planet Fitness app. Download the Planet Fitness app, click on the high school summer fitness tab, and you can sign up right there. It's
And
an
then you just
easy
come over to the gym.
process, or come into the gym, with your parent or guardian. We can get you signed up that way as well. So it's
But
it's
what's the
it's
responsibility of the parent guard? That is a really important question, I would say, because I've already admitted to you I had to take my parents to the gym, and I remember them walking into the little sales guys, like all of that. I mean, that's the beauty of Planet Fitness. That's not your brand. That's not what you are.
right. Yeah, and everything's done through the app. So everything's done through the app. It takes care of everything. Their parents can go on and take care of everything through that. It's a seamless process. We get them to sign off on everything, and then they're able to come in and work out. So it's very simple. Everything is through the app. So it's
All
a
right. So
seamless process.
I remember back during the plague when we were worried about touching each other and your gyms
Mm-hmm.
being open and
Yep.
whether any of us were going to survive to have a radio station, a crab cake tour, some fun, some life after all of this. Give me where we are with Planet Fitness at this point. That if somebody
Sure.
hasn't been to a gym for whatever reason, they fell into a different routine, they went walking in the woods, and now it's summertime and they want to get back into getting really healthy. And certainly for me, I had a back ailment a year and a half
Yep.
ago. I mean, I'm appreciative. I ran into Justin at the Preakness the other day and I
Yep.
said, thanks to you guys and just to
Yep.
everyone that's motivated me. And you guys were doing work-ins, not workouts and all of that.
Yep.
Tell me about the equipment and what we're going to find, because I know during the down period, you guys did a lot of things to make every part of the experience rethought and better
Yep.
once we did get open and get normal again.
Yeah, I mean, so we have all facets, of what you'll find in any health club in the United States, with the Planet Fitness touch, and the Planet Fitness experience. So you're going to have your full range of cardio, from ellipticals to treadmills to recumbents, to stair climbers, and really, then you're going to have a full line of your strength, dumbbells, pin loaded equipment. On top of that, a lot of functional training. We're seeing a lot of pickup in our functional training. So we're actually adjusting some of our gyms where we're putting less cardio in and putting more of these functional training areas because we're
What's
seeing a high
functional
demand.
training? Hold on. Then everybody understands functional. You're coming at me at the doctorate level here, Josh. What is functional training?
So it's really the different types of when you're working with either some ropes, some bands. Again, I'm not the personal training expert, when it comes to that. But it's areas where you have stretching, where you're going to have TRX. You're going to have Bosu balls. You're going to have ropes. You're going to have things where you can do calisthenics. And then we also have our 30-minute circuit too. Which our 30-minute circuit is our red light, green light, 60 seconds on, 30 seconds off, and you literally follow the stations all the way around. So it keeps it very simple, very easy for the consumer, very judgment free, very comfortable, for that environment,
Well,
and
it's
then
always
bring
been that way. Like,
right.
I think about the gyms I went to, whether it was about the pool or about looking good or about like all. Planet Fitness's message from the beginning has been about health and about
Yes.
being healthy and about being inclusive to anyone of any age, of any weight, of any place in their
Yep.
life. To say this is a safe space and the place I'm going to go in and get in shape and to feel better about everything I'm doing and to live longer and live happier and healthier.
Exactly. Yeah. And really for, these teenagers, we want to create the fundamentals for healthy habits in their lifestyle. And when you do that at an early age, as as we get older, it's harder to teach an old dog new tricks. Getting them involved in fitness at an early age and really, stressing the importance that there is no finish line to fitness. There is no finish line to your health. It's a lifelong process. And if you can build these habits early on, you will have, a longer, healthier life from that standpoint, but also the mental side of it. I know, specifically just for me, I know the reason why, one of the main reasons I work out is so I can stay mentally sharp on top of, wanting to be physically, able to do the things I want to do with my kids, and everything else I want to do in my life. But the mental side of it, specifically for these kids now is a huge proponent, and right now, 2/3, 2 and 3 US teens admit they sometimes struggle with having energy throughout the day, and 61% of them generally struggle to stay energized, so really giving them something now to allow them to get energy that will allow them to increase those endorphins that help with their mental health, help with socialization. And, at the end of the day, we're trying to help create productive members of society, for this Gen Z, really the next generation, which is like my daughter, which my daughter is Gen A,
Well, they're
so
going to
that's
be
even
running the
greater.
world 10, 15 years from
Well,
now. We need,
yes. Oh, I
we need
know.
them
Well,
to
my
be.
my daughter's 7. She already thinks she runs the world. So, but hey, I love her confidence. But that's what we want to instill in these kids today, especially these teens right now that were part of this pandemic, and really got, their lives got kind of, it halted. Everything got put on hold at probably the most critical time of the development of them physically, emotionally, and mentally. So what can we do to help them kind of break through that barrier, give them the fundamentals that they need to really set them up for future success?
Josh Gerber is here. He is our partner with the Ohana Partners Group. They represent Planet Fitness here locally. I ran into so many of the Ohana folks over the weekend at the Preakness, and all of them telling me about this incredible summer pass. I'm going to give you all the details. Students, high school students, age 14 to 19, you get the workout for free. Absolutely free at more than 2,400 Planet Fitness locations. It's all summer long. It started back on May 15th. It goes through August 31st. You sign up at planetfitness.com/summer pass. Just get the app. And once the kid signs up on the app, Josh, they got to throw the phone away for the rest of the summer, right? So
Yeah,
I know that's
correct.
not
Yeah, don't.
possible. But everywhere I go, everybody's like their heads down, and all I see is the top of their head. Top of my head's looking better with the hair right now. But all they do is look at these phones. They got to get them out of this. Now you also have there's a contest going on in this thing too, right?
Correct. There is. There's two parts to it. One, they are going to award five $10,000 scholarships to 5 teens nationwide. So $50,000 total, and they will be selected via TikTok submission contest. So to enter, teens, are asked to post a video on TikTok tagging Planet Fitness using hashtags, hashtag contest, hashtag high school summer pass 23 US that describes their high school summer pass experience. The contest submissions period runs through the program on August 31st. And then the second part of it, which is new this year, is the top 5 schools with the most students signed up, and we have a leaderboard. They will each receive $10,000, so a total of $50,000 that can be used. And this is the school getting funds for athletic equipment, field renovations, physical fitness classes, health and wellness. So again, really, bringing it back full circle, one side for the kids and the other side for the actual school. So it really kind of creates, that engagement on both sides, and getting the kids moving back into this program. Again, we've already had, a outrageous turnout. We had pre-registration. This was the first year we had pre-registration. That started the 1st of May, went to the 14th. Program started the 15th. Just our clubs alone, we had over 10,000 kids that signed up before they could even walk into the gym.
I like
So
that. That's healthy local kids.
it
That's
is.
good. That's my people.
It is. Yep.
So as far as the contest is I'm just putting myself into, it's hard for me to think like I'm 14 or 15 or 16 much anymore, but sometimes I try, especially with the TikTok thing and all that. But,
Yeah.
setting a goal, right? And saying by August 31st, if I'm someone interested in winning this 10 grand, I'd say, well, I want to lose 5 pounds. I want to gain these inches. I want to do this. I
Right.
want to feel fit. Whatever the goal would be by the end. And I hope we're all setting, I hope we don't just set goals on December 31st and January 1st. I'm always sort of readjusting. And with the
Yep.
holiday
And
this
you
week,
should.
Memorial Day and all that, hey, the Orioles have new goals this year. Why shouldn't we? Right. So
I think they're
I
beating their goals as of the first,
still
45
early.
games. Yeah.
Don't be.
I'm not. Oh, trust me, I'm not. No, I hear
I'm
you.
keeping October open for all activities, but I am including my birthday that month. And parade would be nice for my birthday. I'm just saying,
I
but for goals and in all sincerity, there are young people, and I'm sure somebody won this contest last year, and I haven't seen it, that probably did some amazing things last year.
Oh
That
yeah.
if you're trying to win this 10 grand, this contest at the highest level for people that really used the gym and did it all summer, I'm sure it's
Well, I can tell you that
opening for your company at the end of the year.
yeah, and
See these videos these young people
again,
do.
Planet Fitness headquarters gets the videos, but we do get to see some of them. The creativity that these kids bring out with it, and also just the real stories that you see from it, and we talk with these teens, and, it's not all about I lost weight or I did that, but it's, I was able to, feel comfortable in my skin again, things like that. I felt like, I had a place where I met friends and I wanted to go here. A lot of kids don't have places where they're like, I want to go here, right? They sit at home, they find, solidarity in these tablets, in their phones, in front of screens. No real interpersonal interactions, which for us, really is what creates endorphins for me, and you for sure, but for these kids, that getting them into that is huge. The other side of it, we talk about goals, right? We also have our fitness trainers. So every club has a fitness trainer, and all the high school summer pass kids, they will have access to those trainers that will help them with those goals. We always talk about SMART goals, right? Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and trackable, right? So again, this isn't specific to the actual program, but that's just something that, Lynn and Victor instilled in us from the first day that I started with them, 21 years ago when I was an intern
By the
with
way,
them.
their horse won the Preakness, so
I know.
congratulations. So
Yes, they did.
I ran into
They
them.
did. Yes.
They were very distressed getting to where they were going because it was late in the day and they had a
And
horse.
it was
And
a
I'm
nose finish too. That thing just cut in there at the
And
end
by the
too.
way, I want to give a shout out to Victor and Lynn too, just for John W. Brick and what they're doing with mental
Yep.
health. It is Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yes, it
I
is.
have
It
been
is.
chasing Victor to get him on all month, but we'll make June Mental Health, July, every month's Mental
Yep.
Health Awareness Month. But the SMART goals but teaching a 14-year-old. This is my point. The information that's available inside of the gym is a little different than maybe it was 40 years ago, where it
Oh my
was
God. Absolutely.
it was like Schwarzenegger, pump you up, like
Right.
that's not really
No.
that's not a modern health club, and certainly not what Planet Fitness with the lunk alarm, judgment free, people of all ages, people helping each other, and sort of it being in the
I
neighborhood, a neighborhood place where a bunch of young people, we used to go roller skating, right? At Skateland, stay out of trouble,
yes,
right? Our
so did
parents,
I every
right?
Friday night.
So I would think if you're going to the gym same time every day or making it a routine, it is a great way to make friends, be in a club like,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah, absolutely. There's so many advantages, to coming into, your local gym and finding new friends and really it helps find yourself. It really does. Fitness, like I said, it's not a, do this for a week, do this for a month, do this for a year. It's a lifelong journey. And if we can instill the healthy habits in these kids today, hopefully they will instill lifelong fitness as part of their life. That again, it creates productive members of society as we move forward. And you look at what we're doing and Lynn and Victor are doing with the John W. Brick Mental Health Foundation. A lot of that is derived because mental health is something 10 years ago, even so, it wasn't really talked about, and it really up until the pandemic, all of a sudden the pandemic, wow, all these people were really suffering from mental health. Well, mental health's been going on for
Every
hundreds of
one of us
years,
knows someone that's taken their
hundreds of
life.
years.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
everyone.
And
We've all had a very, very
right.
tragic ending somewhere along life's
Yeah.
highway, and we never talked about it, right?
Right. And Victor always talks about the spectrum, from, the high end, which is your schizophrenia, which is your bipolar and that stuff, to your low end, which is, just, seasonal depression, those type of things. We all struggle with somewhere in that spectrum, throughout our life, or know someone who's in that spectrum, so having coping mechanisms, healthy coping mechanisms, to help with that is what gets us through. It's what gets us to the next day, the next week, the next month. And it's what keeps a positive mind state in our life, regardless of whatever those obstacles are, and being able to instill fitness with that, to create those positive endorphins that are not, your pharmaceutical drugs, are not, things that are unhealthy for you, that are things that are going to make you healthier, make you feel better, and hence, really get your mind moving and staying positive. And really that's what we see with this, with this high school summer pass, and why we're so excited about it, to be part of it. Again, we have 75 locations across the United States. We are spread from the southernmost part of the United States in Broward County, Florida, and Miami-Dade, to the most northern part in Seattle, Washington. So, we have them all over the United States, and again, there's 2,500 locations nationwide. So any team, wherever they're at, can come into a club, sign up. It's just a great opportunity. And again, it's a great way to keep themselves moving throughout the entire summer.
There's a really bad Art Modell joke about I feel like an 18-year-old, but if I were 18, I could work out for free all summer.
I
You
wish
know?
this was available, because like when I was a teenager, I never went, to be honest with you, I never really worked out until I went to college when I was playing lacrosse. And even when I was playing lacrosse, I spent more time in the training room because I had ACL surgeries than I did actually in the weight room. And it wasn't until I started working for Lynn and Victor that I started to incorporate these healthy lifestyles and working in the health and fitness industry, being like, wow, there's definitely a benefit to this, and that's what was instilled in me at a young age. And that's what we are hoping will be instilled in these kids at a young age. And on top of it, there's a lot of fun stuff with it. There's things they can do. Again, you throw TikTok with anything. I mean, the videos.
I have never made a TikTok video, Josh. I need to make a TikTok video.
Neither have I.
I make a lot of video, but not a TikTok video.
I have not made a TikTok video either.
This is our summer, dude. This is the summer we're going to do it. Josh Gerber's here. He's the Chief Marketing Officer for all things Ohana and our friends at Planet Fitness. You can find them anywhere that you see the big purple thing and the big gold thumbs up. Find them out on the app. And certainly if you have young people, dare I say children, 14 to 19, and maybe if you have younger kids that are running the bases now, a couple summers from now, they'll qualify for this program. Planet Fitness doing the right thing by all the young people, and a big contest and all that. Go out to the Planet Fitness app, download it, take the kids, throw them out at the gym, get them in shape all summer, get them shaped up, tell them to come on back on August 31st to make a video and get ready for school starts before August. I don't have 29. Kids or grandkids. Like
August 20. So Baltimore, yeah. I know, again, my daughter's in Baltimore County. She starts August 29th. They went back a couple years ago, where they went back after Labor Day. But I guess
I'm blaming Johnny O. I'll blame him a couple weeks. He's doing a crab cake with me. So, Josh, hey, I appreciate you and everything that you guys do at Planet Fitness. And certainly this program's awesome. We'll see Justin sometime down the road. I'm still chasing Lynn and Victor. Now I can say, Preakness winning, folks.
Exactly.
Too. So
yes.
I'm sure there'll be some great stories coming out of that as well. Anything else we need to know to throw in here? Just go to the app and it's simple, right?
Yeah. Like you said, go to the website. /High School Summer Pass, come into the club, download the app. Super easy.
What about regular people, old people like me and my wife? We just want to come work out. Give me black card. Give me the basic pitch just for regular people.
Yeah, so
it's always been really affordable.
Right. We have our classic membership that's $10 a month. But the one that is really great, which is the one that gives you access to all 2,500 locations, allows you to bring a friend for free anytime. That same friend can come with you every single time. Access to the Black Card Spa area, which is, the relaxation area. It's like, walking into a spa, which has the hydro massage, which has tanning beds, which has red light therapy. It has, full body enhancement. It has massage chairs. That is the $24.99, membership option. And again, that is really what is different between us and any other health club in the United States, is our Black Card Spa. It really is super nice. And
take a month off. You could take a month off.
I tell you, I always tell people, I say, look, just go lay on one of these massage chairs. I'm telling you, it's the closest thing to getting an actual massage. It's water pressure. It's not, plastic rubbing up against your back. It's actual pressure. It feels so good. And some of our clubs we're actually doing, where it's not all of our clubs, but we have these cryo loungers too, which has like a combination of hot and cold. Which cryotherapy.
Victor has been trying to get me with the Iceman into the ice bath, and listen, Tony Robbins is big into it, and I'm a Tony Robbins guy, and he's like, "Hey, man," and I'm like, I've seen football play.
I used to do
Gosh, I hate cold water. I don't even do the polar bear plunge, even though I want to be supportive of, of Special Olympics. I just can't. I don't do that well,
Yeah, and then we also have. We have these wellness pods too, that we've added in. Again,
I got to come and do this. I mean, I haven't done any of it. And again, this is probably a post-plague, pre-plague, not really. All right, I'm going to come and see you. I'm going to come and see you for sure. All right.
Sounds good. We'll put you
now,
through
what Planet Fitness do I need to go to? Because there's too many for me to decide, right?
Anyone you want. I mean, like there's over 50 locations in Maryland alone. So you got more than enough options, that spread out between, from Cumberland all the way out close to West Virginia, all the way down in PG County and
I have
Oxon
been
Hill,
in the
District Heights.
Cumberland Planet Fitness in the
Lenny
strip.
Dickin.
Absolutely. I've had
Lenny
crab cakes
Dickens.
with him. The conversation was better than the crab cake that night. But
Yeah,
everybody
Lenny's a
warned me,
good
don't
guy.
expect a great crab cake in Cumberland. I mean, when I'm sitting there and Steeler fans are everywhere, I
They are
realize
everywhere.
this is not a crab cake area. This is probably a cheeseburger type of
Correct.
area. It's
Again,
probably
I'm not privy on the food. You'd have to ask Lenny. I'm sure that he has his bias one way or
listen.
another on what
Listen.
he's kind of the mayor over there. So
Lenny's a Packers fan, so I just you know
yep,
what I mean.
yep,
And they don't even have Aaron Rodgers anymore, so
they do
I
not.
can't even give him a hard time. All right, Josh. Josh is the Chief Marketing Officer, CMO, for all things Ohana and Growth Partners and our friends at Planet Fitness here locally. Take the kids. I got to get the hydro and the 2490. I got to figure all that. I did not know about red light. There's some things you've mentioned that I've never done that I just want to experiment with to see
Absolutely.
how they work for
Yep.
me. So
Yep.
I'm in.
Come
All
on
right.
in.
Planet
Absolutely.
Fitness. We'll be telling you about it all summer long with the young folks, and I'm gonna probably shoot a video and go do something here in a couple weeks because I'm gonna have a
Awesome.
little bit of fun with this as well. We are doing the Maryland Crab Cake Tour. We're out on the road, and we're all month long. We're gonna be in Halethorpe in a couple of weeks over at Shannon's. We're gonna be at Spirits West over by Mount St. Joe. We're at the local in Falston this week, and then our regular circuit of Pappas and Glen Burnie. Stuart Pittman, account executive at Anne Arundel County, gonna be joining us down there. Johnny O's joining us at Shannon's in a couple weeks. So we got things happening around here. Lots of very important conversations with a lot of different folks about a lot of different things. It's summertime. The Orioles are good, and your kids can work out free at Planet Fitness. I'm Nestor. We are WNST AM 1570, Towson, Baltimore. We never stop talking Baltimore positive.